Ms. Peterson?
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
It's really enough to make any statements this afternoon. Ms. Stephanie Peterson is here for first appearances. I'm the judge for this process. I've reviewed the arrest warrant. I've reviewed the underlying police report that was provided to the judge that issued the warrant. I will find there's a factual basis for the charges. There's 2 counts of lewd and lascivious battery, and there's a count of transmission of harmful materials via electronic device to a minor. Of course, I'm not going to appoint a public defender. Counsel, do you want to identify yourself for the record?
Morning, Honor. Aaron Delgado.
Okay. You know, the bond that came in on the arrest warrant was previously set, total of $25,000. Again, as I said, I found there was probable cause for the 3 counts at this point in time.
And we don't dispute that based on the judge's warrant.
All right. Do you have any position about the status of the bond, either defense or state?
I do, Your Honor. We'd be asking the court to ROR her to pretrial services with the conditions that are similar to those endorsed in the bond, the warrant. The only modification would be the no contact with children that are related to her by essentially blood or marriage, i.e. family members. But you know, the purpose of bond is to safeguard against flight risk and to ensure her appearance in court. She's represented by counsel. She's never failed to appear. No prior criminal history. Those are all factors that mitigate in favor of pretrial release. And of course, the statute favors release on non-monetary conditions. You know, as I've expressed previously to the court, you know, money was not the primary concern. We resolved those other concerns. We would be asking the court to simply endorse that she follow all professional recommendations she receives and take all medications she may be prescribed as prescribed. But we feel that pretrial release is appropriate at this point. I think pretrial services may have spoken to her. I don't know if they had a position, but we're going to be asking for her to be released on her own recognizance to pretrial release. Again, no flight history, no prior criminal history, lengthy community ties, substantial community ties, and you know, frankly, ideal candidate for pretrial services.
State, do you have a position on this?
Judge, given the facts as contained in the 707, the facts are fairly egregious at this point in time. The state would argue that the bonds as set are reasonable. Would ask the court to leave bonds set where they are. I would note that another condition of bond is also to ensure public safety. In this case, we have child victim, Judge, so the state is requesting that the court leave the bonds set where they are and follow any bond conditions that are established.
All right, pretrial, did you have any contact with Ms. Peterson yourselves?
Yes, we interviewed her prior to court.
Okay.
But we didn't put in a recommendation for her because she came in as a warrant. Although normally these charges we would not recommend pretrial supervision.
All right, well, the judge that reviewed the arrest warrant request set bond, and I can't say it's not totally unreasonable, but the bond schedule would call for a lower bond. So I'm going to reduce the bond on the 2 lewd and lascivious battery charges. The bond will be reduced to $5,000 apiece. And on the 3rd count, which is a 3rd-degree felony, I'll reduce that bond in half to $2,500. So the bond will be reduced from $25,000 to $12,500. A condition of her bond is to be supervised by pretrial services with the following conditions: absolutely no contact, direct or indirect, with the minor initials or PA and his family. Also to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 unless related by blood or family, to not go where children normally gather, and to take any prescribed medications, to surrender any passport she has, and one of the conditions of the initial bond was to not have any devices that allow her internet access. That was one of the standard conditions at the beginning. I think I'll waive that condition.
Thank you. That's
as long as she's not going to post any photographs of herself to anyone. And so I'm going to have her supervised when she posts bond. Again, one of the key conditions above and beyond the no contact is to take any medications that she is to be prescribed.
May she report by phone to pretrial services for the first 30 days or so?
For the first 30 days, given the situation that's been explained to me, she could report by phone after she makes the initial orientation meeting with them. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, Deputy, would you give her a copy of the no contact order?
Your Honor, that's all I have. Excuse.
Of course, have a good day.
Thank you.